Hey, what's up wrestlers? It's Dakota Mays here, founder of Mays Yoga, and today I have a nice yoga flow, a very gentle flow for you wrestlers who are experiencing lower back stiffness or pain or even back spasms. So this is a great flow to find decompression and some relaxation, those stiff muscles that we got going on from our stance. So whenever you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. And we're going to start today in child pose. So today I'm going to give you the option. Again, you might have a lot of back pain right now, you just might be stiff. So using these props to your best ability, we're going to walk forward, and maybe before you drop all the way down, let's lift up the heart. Make sure you sit all the way down to your heels and lift the chest away from the sit bones, and then drop the chest down, drop the head down, relax the head, and we're just breathing here. So finding the first 5 breaths, just fully relaxed, breathing into that lower back. And if you don't need a pillow, you're just dropping your forehead down to the ground, letting your chest fall as well. Falling deeper with every exhale. Just breathing into the lower back, the mid back, wherever you're feeling that pain. Send it breath for one more full breath. And from here, we're going to walk the hands over to the left side, into the left lat. And your rib cage meets that left thigh, and we're going to step the right hand over the left. So at first, let's make this an active stretch. Reach the right hand away from that right hip, creating that long spine, breathing into the right hip. So you get that lower back lengthening here for one more inhale. And then exhale, coming back, coming to the right side. So again, come until you meet that leg. And then step the left hand on top of the right hand this time, reaching with the left hand. So this can be an active stretch if you want. You can drop the forehead down, relax if you want. I like to make this an active stretch, reaching the left hip back, breathing into the lower back here for one more inhale. And then exhale, come back to the center. Find 2 breaths here. Maybe you can drop a little bit deeper. Maybe you add some movement here. Maybe you feel the lower back. It's just starting to feel that decompression, relaxing. And from here, we're going to come forward, drop the hips forward, and inhale up into a Sphinx pose. So we can bring the feet together here, internally rotate the legs so we're lifting up the inner thighs, broadening the sacrums, the sacrum. So the hip points come down to the ground, your sacrum broadens. And from here, we're going to activate the hands and the fingers, lifting up the heart towards the front corner of the room. So we're broadening the collarbones here, finding some space in the heart. So from here, we feel that lower back decompression because you feel the hip points against the ground and you're lifting the heart away from it, relaxing the lower back, and you find that decompression in the lower spine. And if you can't feel it, try to send your breath to that midsection. Lifting up the heart. Let's find one more inhale here. And then on your exhale, drop the chest down, the hands come underneath the shoulders, and we're going to inhale up into a cobra. Bent elbows, lift the heart up, pull the shoulders back, opening up the chest, and then exhale, roll back down. Inhale, coming up, reaching the chest, pulling the chest away from the hips, and then exhale down. One more. Inhale. And exhale. This time we're going to straighten out the arms. So inhale, come up. Straighten all the way into seal pose. And then exhale down. So we're being very gentle with the lower back. Inhale up. Then exhale down. So doing your best to leave your glutes relaxed, your hip points drop down, and your lower back relaxed. We're just breathing here. 2 more. Finding your last inhale. And we're going to stay here this time. Maybe add a little wiggle. Again, leaving the lower back relaxed, the glutes are relaxed, giving a little shake if it feels good. And if you can curl in the toes, send the hips forward for a deeper stretch. That might feel good, it might not. Again, this is all about self-care today. Being gentle. Well, it's always self-care, but today, if you're really coming from a place where you're experiencing back pain right now, and you can't even wrestle, you can't even join practice, it can get annoying. So taking care of your body is one of the main things we can do here. So let's find one more inhale, and then curling the toes, exhaling, down dog. Pedal out the feet. Do whatever you need here. Again, it's all about the lower back. So swaying the hips right and left. Getting that space. And from here, we're going to bend the left knee, straighten out the right leg, and send that right hip over to the left side. So right here, we're breathing into that right hip area where it meets your abdomen and your lower back. We're lengthening this, lengthening the right hip away from the right hand. One more inhale. And exhale, come back to the center. Pedal out the feet for one breath. And then we're going to bend the right knee, straighten out the left leg. Exhale, send that left hip over to the right this time. Find that space. So again here, it might not be that much of a movement. Once you find your final stage of this pose, it's all about those sensations with your breath, opening the lower back. Send your breath to it. One more inhale. And exhale, send the hips back, pedal out the feet. Let's walk the feet to the hands, meeting the hands at the top of the mat. And then forward fold, grab each elbow, just ragdoll, swaying left and right. Let the head dangle, no tension in the neck. Shaking it out, whatever feels good here. And as always, bending at the knees. Don't have straight legs doing this. This isn't doing much for your lower back. Bend the knees so you can hinge at the waist. Get that decompression in the lower back. Let your spine fall and decompress down. Find one more breath here. And on your next inhale, it's halfway lift up, find length in the spine. So right here, my spine is straight from the hip bone all the way to my crown. If you have a straight legs and your hips are tight and you look like this, we're gonna have to bend at the knees, drop the belly button down, reach the crown forward. You might reach the shoulders back away from the ears as well. Find one more breath here. It's all about finding that straight and lengthened spine. On your next exhale, let's fold forward. See if you can feel that extra space. Let's find a couple breaths here. You might hug your legs. Again, letting the crown of the head fall to the ground. Long neck, long chest, long mid-back. Feeling the decompression in the lower back away from the hips for your last exhale. On your next inhale, let's halfway lift once more. And then exhale, let's step or jump back into a plank. Inhale, drop your hips down, look up, open the heart, up dog. And then exhale into your down dog. Wonderful, strong, active fingers. Pedal out the feet. Sway the hips left and right. Do whatever you need here. It's all about the lower back. Sending your breath to that belly button region. Using your diaphragm. Again, utilizing your breath at all times in wrestling. When you're flowing, when you're in practice, when you're drilling, when you're wrestling, it doesn't matter. Always keeping your breath present, being mindful of your breath rate, your breath rhythm. That will help you keep your composure. Let's find one more full breath here. On your next inhale, let's send the right foot all the way up, a fine length. Exhale, pull the knee in between the hands. We're going to drop it down into a pigeon pose. So taking our time here, squaring the hips up. So right here, if you're dropping, if your hips are really tight and you drop, it's okay. Pull that knee up a little bit. But if you're able to and you're not that tight, keep your hips square to the front of the room. So I'm square right now. So right here, bring your hands down in front of you. Let's inhale, reach the chest up away from the hips. And then exhale, forward. A light chest. Inhale up. And exhale, fold forward. So we're gonna do 3 of these at your own pace. You can breathe and move, just listening to my cues. So here we're feeling that stretch in the piriformis muscle on the right leg where it connects to the right glute. That helps free up your lower back. So if you have a lot of hip tension, lower back stiffness, it can be coming from that piriformis muscle. Let's find one more inhale here. And then exhale, fold forward all the way down. Reach the hands forward, long spine, and drop the head down for 2 full breaths. Maybe your left hip can drop down a little bit further. Relax the lower back. And then slowly coming up as you inhale. And we're gonna wrap this left leg all the way around. So if you can, bring that ankle over top and keep your chest above your hips. It's the main thing in this pose. So once you're here, bring the left hand behind you, keeping the chest above. Inhale, the right hand comes up, long spine. And then exhale, bring that right elbow over the left knee, twist to your left. So here, we're breathing for 4 breaths. Every inhale, you lengthen the crown up. And every exhale, you twist a little bit more to the left. Breathing into your stomach. See if you can massage your organs with just your breath. Finding one more breath. And then slowly coming back to the front. We're gonna drop this left knee as close as you can to that right knee. So if you can get it right on top of one another, that's great. This is called square pose. Once you're here, we're gonna bring the hands out in front of us, lift up the heart. You might stop right here. So you feel that stretch in that left piriformis muscle now. So you might stop here. If you wanna add movement, you can exhale, fold forward. Inhale up. And moving like that, exhale, fold forward. Inhale up. We're only gonna do one more. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale. And then exhale, come all the way down, forward fold. See how long you can go. Maybe you can drop your head all the way down. Resting your chin down, just letting your forehead come towards the ground. Breathing into your lower back. One more full breath here. And then slowly inhale, come up. We're gonna switch the legs, so go ahead and drop the left leg down, right leg comes up on top. Bring the hands out in front, just like before. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold forward all the way down. Relaxing all the way down. 3 full breaths here. Just like before, breathing into the lower back, letting the hips sink. So every breath you might be able to fall a little bit deeper. It's all about finding decompression in the lower back. So find out where that stiffness is, where the tension's at, and send a breath, try to relax it. On your next inhale, we're coming up. Bringing that right foot to the ground, lifting up the right knee, chest stays over the hips. Let's inhale, the left hand comes up, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, the elbow comes over the knee, twist. So here we're not forcing anything, especially if you're coming from an injury right now. We're just twisting with the breath. So find out where your nervous system really stops, where you start to get uncomfortable, and stay there, maybe come back a little bit. And like I said before, every inhale, you lengthen your crown high. Every exhale, you twist to the right. Not forcing anything, just seeing where your breath will take you for one more breath. And then slowly coming back to the front. This time the right leg's gonna come to the back. Pigeon on this side. Again, finding that comfortable pigeon variation for you. Inhale, reach the chest away from the hips. And exhale, fold forward. 4 more of these. At your own pace, breathing. So here you should feel the lower back and the hip blood flow increase. Just overall, you feel your muscle fascia get this little bit of heat. But most of all, it just gets a little massage. Like right now, I'm massaging this hip crease in my lower back. Let's find one more inhale. And then exhale, you really just find that decompression in the lower back. This time, let's see how far we can walk the hands forward. Long spine, the right hip drops to the ground. Breathing deep into the lower back. Feeling that left piriformis muscle again, knowing that that's aiding in your back decompression, just knowing that the whole body works together. Your muscle fascia is all connected. So once you relax one thing, you're relaxing the other, whether you know it or not. And slowly on your next inhale, we're coming up. And we're gonna make our way into down dog. So we're gonna take an exhale into a chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, nice and gently. And then exhale, down dog. For 5 breaths. So, oh, that feels great. So you feel that decompression, the hips, you feel your muscle fascia just released. You find that extra space in your body and you can connect a little bit deeper. And if you had pain, hopefully that pain is just slightly withering away with every breath, every movement. And from here, we're gonna drop the knees down. Kiss the toes together. This time we're going to bring the knees together. Either touch them or bring them about 3 inches apart. And we're going to walk the hands forward, lift the heart up, find that length in the spine, every vertebrae lengthening forward, and then drop your chest down, drop your head down. Finding this child pose. So just letting your child pose be the ultimate pose for decompressing your lower back. And finding that one curvature spine where it's rounded and you're just breathing. So here I'm going to add some breath work. So if you feel comfortable, let's find one big inhale together. And then exhale everything out. This time let's inhale into the lower back first, then the mid back, then your chest, and then exhale everything out. We're going to find 3 more rounds, breathing deep, inhaling the stomach and lower back, mid back, upper back, and then exhaling. Feeling your hips drop deeper with your exhales. And then 2 more, inhaling stomach, lower back, mid back, upper back, and then exhale. Finding your last round at your own pace. And then go back to your normal breath. And you can lie here for as long as you need. Just giving your body that attention that it needs and holding this pose as long as your muscles need. Just feeling that decompression and enjoying those subtle aspects of your breath as you're just lying here sitting with your breath.